So Donald wants to write a book, but just not any book, a Bible. A Bible, what does that even mean? Like, if anyone were to come up to me and say, like, it doesn't even have to be Donald, but if anyone were to come up and say, oh, I want to make a Bible, I'm like, okay, what's your end game here? What are your intentions? Are they malicious? But in the context of Donald, I know he's a jack of all trades, and we never really know what to expect when it comes to what he's going to pursue next. A Bible would be probably one of the last things I imagine him venturing into. But it sort of makes sense. Now, if we consider like the last 2 years or so of his career, he's been like slowly growing into a very spiritually tuned person. And like, I don't know if you've ever been to any of his live shows or performances. I'm sure you can go and look it up on YouTube. He mentions sometimes, oh, this is church.
If you got your phones up, put them down. Experience tonight. This is not a concert. If you came here to hear your favorite song, you should go home and do that. Tonight is about church. We are here having an experience.
Now, I know what a church is. We all know what a church is. But what does that mean to him? What does it mean to him? Like, could it be like bringing people together? Most likely that. Sense of unity. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over. But I don't know. It's just, I don't really have any strong opinions on it. I'm not that much a religious person. So when it comes to that, I'm only curious as to what the contents of the book will be. I feel like if anything, he's just going to share his knowledge, and it's most likely going to be under his name. Anyways, I feel like the first thing that I really should mention is that a lot of this information was in a recent GQ interview between him and Michaela Coel. You might know from Netflix's Chewing Gum or on HBO's I May Destroy You, which I feel like you need to go and check out. And I'll leave the link to their conversation, their back and forth, in the description below. I was initially going to make a video on that itself, but I felt like any simplification or summarization wouldn't do it justice. And I feel like especially if you're a fan of the two of them, I feel like the best way for you to consume it is to go read it for yourself. There's a lot of gems here and there, and I feel like it'll be a joy, a treat, if you read it for yourself. He also talks about 3:15:20. 3:15:20 apparently is not a complete body of work, or he feels like he's not done with that project. Now, if we think back to when it had released, it was accompanied with 2 pictures. I'll get into the second one shortly. The first picture was a doodle of some sort. It was like the mayhem of a city, like buildings on fire, many people here and there. If you looked really closely, there was numbers attached to it. It was a 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was on like the top of it. Assuming 3:15:20 is the first part, that means there's 3 other like parts of the story yet to tell. Now, not only does that confirm that 3:15:20 is not finished, but also he's not done making music. With the second image in mind, when I read it the first time, it felt like I was reading scriptures. So I feel like that is the prologue of the Bible. At least that's what makes the most sense to me, especially with how the notes ended. It says in this first book. So this stuff was already foreshadowed, but for it to be revealed to be a Bible is something I was not expecting. I think many of us weren't expecting. So yeah, that really pretty much wraps up all that I have to say on this topic. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Feel free to share your thoughts, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.